Hey everyone, welcome back to my craft room. Today I plan to do a detailed tour of the room, but before I do that, I wanted to thank everyone who took the time to watch my Hobby Lobby haul video. I was blown away by the response, and I want you all to know how much I appreciate the likes and the views and everything else. I even picked up a handful of subscribers, so I'm really grateful. Thank you. So now let's flip this camera around and get started with the tour. Hold on. Okay, so in this corner of the room is the door where you come in. And in this little white Ikea shelving unit, I have bins with completed cards. This bookshelf is the newest addition to my craft room. I picked it up yesterday. It's a thrifted item. And I've always wanted a hutch in my craft room, but I don't have the space for it. So I improvised and stacked this new bookshelf on top of an older one that I had. And it kind of has the appearance of a hutch. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So that's that. So let's get started. Here on these two shelves, I have half of my collection of Stampin' Up! Wood stamps. And below that are some alpha stamps that I picked up at Michael's many, many years ago. There are 4 sets of different alpha stamps. And then 2 more Stampin' Up! Sets that are too large to stand up in the shelf. In these 2 crates, I have my dies, and they're separated by theme. You can see I have alpha, numeric, animals, baby, and so on. Then in the shelf below, I have my 2 Xyron sticker makers. I have a sunflower storage box with some random miscellaneous items. I have extra reading glasses, some paint thinner, some bigger jars of white paint, and so on. And then I have these 3 little photo albums that I'm going to start working on. I have an old video camera and a small mini sewing machine that I use on cards occasionally. And then if I step back, you'll get a view of the calyx unit that I have in my room. I put the door inserts and the drawer inserts. On top of the calyx, I have that tin box that is currently empty. I have a 6x6 paper storage box from scrapbook.com. I have a little Dollar Tree crate with the stickers that I bought from Hobby Lobby. Down below, in the first cube, I have a storage box with tags and some random wood stamps. In the plastic bin on the left, I have some craft envelopes from the Hobby Lobby haul. In the bin on the right are some 4x6 and smaller paper pads. In this cube, I have the divider. I used to have it horizontally, but I found that it was kind of hard to get papers and pull them out, so I swapped it and made it vertical. And then I find that getting access to the paper is a lot easier. I put the 8.5 by 11 in these page protectors that I ordered from Amazon. They don't have holes, and they only hold about a dozen sheets. But that's fine by me. It makes it really convenient to store them and pull them out, and it looks so much neater. Over here, I have an 8.5 by 11 paper pad that I plan to use for a baby album. I saved chipboard from packaging in case I need it for future projects. Here I have my 12 by 12 Stampin' Up! Designer Series paper. Some paper pads and more paper pads, and here are the kits that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. I have them there and a few more here. And then going back to the 12 by 12 paper, I purchased these pouches on Amazon, and it makes it very easy to pull the papers in and out. I have them like in rainbow order, and these pouches hold a lot of paper and they're very sturdy, so I'm happy with those. Over here in this cube, I have more plastic bins with 4x6 paper picture boxes that I put the Hobby Lobby ephemera in. I have 2 of those. And then these boxes are from scrapbook.com. I decorated them. And these are all completed cards that I like to use for reference. And I'm planning to keep all of these so that I can recreate cards in the future using those as my templates. Down in this cabinet, excuse me, I have some plastic envelopes, sorry. I have some Dollar Tree paper file holders. And in this one I have like acetates, I have laminating pouches, and these foam adhesive sheets that I was using to unmount some of my Stampin' Up! Stamps from the blocks, but it was a pretty tedious process, and I decided if I had the storage for the block stamps, I would just keep them as is. And I stopped after doing about maybe 20 sets. It became too much work. This is some overflow of Stampin' Up! Paper and some glitter paper that I have. These are some plastic storage envelopes. These are the 12 by 12 pouches that I bought for the paper. And they're called Samsil Scrapbook Paper File. It's a 12 pack. It was pretty reasonably priced. I don't remember how much it was, but as I said, it holds quite a bit of paper and they're pretty sturdy. And then I think over here, I don't recall, but anyway, I had the these are the page protectors that I bought with no holes. And that's what I use for the 8.5 by 11. So that's that. So over here in the first drawer, I have my removable Cricut Joy vinyl. And this one is marked in use. I have my iron-on Cricut vinyl, the Joy vinyl. I have the permanent Cricut Joy vinyl. And then up here I have popsicle sticks, an extra cartridge for my sticker maker, and the cards that I bought at the Hobby Lobby haul. Over here is just miscellaneous supplies. I have some plastic bags that I use to line my wastebasket. Another box of small plastic bags for the wastebasket. And then back here I have like furniture sliders, because when I get tired I move stuff around every once in a while. Over here I have a dictionary. I have a Spanish-English dictionary behind that. I have some envelopes. These are all envelopes. And then I have some frame photo mats in 5 by 7 and 8.5 by 10. Or 8 by 10 rather. Okay, come over here. I have another thrifted piece that I have the other half of my Stampin' Up! Collections. This particular unit holds 60 sets of stamps. So that's that. Over here is my cart. I can slide it in and out of this little area. And in the cart I have some press and seal for die cutting. I don't know, my finger's in the way, sorry. I have these thin paper pads that I use for die cutting. Instead of cutting up larger pieces of paper, these are the perfect size. And then I have another one that's right here. But these are like patterned papers. Then over here I have some paper that I received as a giveaway from when I made one of my purchases. They're card bases, but they have to be scored and folded. These are my 8 by 8 paper pads, and then these are additional 6 by 6 paper pads. I have the paper towel holder here that's an add-on to the cart. I have these bags hanging here on a hook that's an add-on. In one of those bags, I have my Cricut Joy mats. Then there's some other little add-on trays there that I just have some random stuff in. In the cart itself, let me pull this out. Pull that up. I have in this first second tier, all these picture storage boxes are full of all my wood stuff. I have dowels, I have the hangers, some empty containers. Then down below I have more wood, I have magnets, I have beads. There's all kinds of stuff under there. I'm sorry about the fingers in the way, but I have like 14 little cases down there with all sorts of little crafting embellishments. Then over here I have another thrifted piece that has my grandkids pictures, my Cricut Joy, my original Cricut that works with the cartridges. It still works. I have my Big Shot. I have a box that's labeled crochet projects. When I'm working on a granny square project, I throw the squares in there so that they're all in one place. And then the other box down below has some exercise bands and little hand weights. And then down below I have some iris cases. One of the iris cases has some alphas that have been giveaways from scrapbook.com. I really don't use them, so in the future I'll probably use them to give away as well. And then the thinner crate and the one below is empty. This couch I thrifted. I believe it was about $75. I had it steam cleaned and bought a new mattress for it, and it's like new, and it's a Lazy Boy. It's about a $700 couch, and I got it for $75, so I was thrilled with that. This is my Raggedy Ann doll that my sister gave me 35 years ago. I still have it. This is the first granny square blanket that I ever made. I'm very proud of that, and I have it on display in my room. Matches the couch perfectly. And then here is a seagrass ottoman that I purchased some years ago, and my dog ate the corner of it, the corner of the lid, so I recently reupholstered it, and then I just keep this extra fabric on it to keep it protected, and inside I keep some yarn for some current projects that I'm working on. So that's that. Over here I have my Ikea pegboard, and I have some colored pencils, paint brushes, fabric markers. These are some Bic markers, some Sharpies, a lint roller, some random miscellaneous stuff. This is an absorber. It's to wipe cars dry, but I cut it up into smaller pieces and use it as a chamois to clean my wooden stamps. All of my stamps, in fact. And then up here, I just have some random pens, highlighters, whiteboard markers, bigger Sharpies, and then random stuff there. It's a picture of me and hubby in our younger days. And then over here in these black pouches, I have some labels for the printer and some good printer paper. And then I have these little photo albums that I use like when we go on little trips, and I document everything in them. I have my printer here. I have my personal papers here. I just keep them on the side. When I need them, about once a month, I'll put them over on the desk, work on them, and then bring them back here. My extra printer paper. This shelf unit was also a thrifted piece, and those two pieces on the right, the flower and the weighted bag, I picked up at Dollar General. And my grandkids gave me this that says, "Grandma, you are my sunshine." I love that. Then these I got in the clearance section at Ikea. I spray painted them because they were like a different color. And in this one I have like tumbling tower blocks for projects. In this one I have some ribbon scraps. And in this one I have the little duckies that I put on Jeep Wranglers whenever I'm out and about. I have a bunch of them in my car. I drive a Wrangler, so there's a thing called Duck Duck Jeep, and I just leave them randomly on Jeeps that I see. It's fun thing to do. For some reason, I have 4 yardsticks. I don't know why. I have extra ducks down there with the little cards that go on them. I have in this Ikea unit, let me see, I have some removable wallpaper, contact paper, an empty tray where I usually keep my printer cartridges, but I'm out of stock. These are some label makers from my old label maker, so I've got to figure out what to do with those. My 3-hole punches back there. This tray I got at Ikea, and I love it because it's hard to get into the back of these drawers, and this one I can just pull in and out whenever I need to access something. Makes it really easy, and it fits perfectly without sliding back and forth. This is another long 15-inch bin that I got at Walmart, and I have my Command products there, the strips and hooks. In this drawer, I have tissue paper. I have other removable wallpaper. Another empty bin. This is index cards and little dividers, embroidery floss, colored pencils. These are file tabs. And that's it for this drawer. I have 2 drawers full of punches. The Stampin' Up! Ones are in the back. And then these are just random Michaels punches and Fisker's punches. Here I have some Martha Stewart punches and a bunch of Stampin' Up! Ones. In the drawer below that, I have these wood shapes that I buy for when my grandkids come over. They like to do painting projects. I have some chipboard alphas and shapes, random shapes down below for projects. I have some paintable frames. Down here I have some alphabet beads with some wire. And then some empty containers here and some charms back there that I bought one time and I've never used them, so I'll probably be giving those away at some point. And then in the last drawer I have rubber bands. I have a Stampin' Up! Punch set back here. This is all packaging from orders that I've placed that I say to myself I can reuse. I haven't reused any of it yet. These little dishes are from the Dollar Tree, and I bought them to keep things corralled on my desk when I'm working on projects and you have these smaller pieces. So I keep them in those. And then these are some old baby shower favors that I had made, some leftovers. Over here on this thrifted piece, first of all, there's a painting I made some years ago, and what made me decide to go with sunflowers as the theme of my room. I have some notebooks that are blank, decorative bottles. This is a spice rack that I picked up at a thrift store with the bottles, and then I put all my sequins in those. I have a very small but treasured ladybug collection. I have my laminator in this thrifted piece that I picked up on Facebook.com. I have my craft paper, so I have 110-pound craft, 110-pound black, 85-pound Nina, and 110-pound Nina. And then these little bins here, I use to keep my scraps. So I have white scraps, black scraps, and I have some craft scraps in there in the back. And then this is a broken Fiskars trimmer that the wire broke off of. I plan to replace that. In this drawer, sorry, I have all my the clear stamps up here. Don't have many of those, but let me put this aside. In this bottom drawer, I have wood pieces to craft with from Dollar Tree, and I have my Sizzix Big Shot dies. Okay, I got those there. In this Alex drawer unit, I've got an ironing mat for the heat press, the Cricut heat press. This is for blocking squares, crochet squares. I've never used it before. This is my 12 by 12 Score Pal. And then I picked this up on Etsy. And this is a wood panel to block the crochet granny squares. And blocking is basically stretching them and getting them into shape. Because when you crochet them, sometimes they're, wonky. And then if you stretch them out on this, they're all the same shape and they work really great. These are the pins that work with this blocking square. These are my crochet needles, measuring tape. My husband had tried to make me a blocking thing before I found this one on Etsy. So I used it for a while. It came in handy. And then here I have an old envelope full of white scraps, which I have to put somewhere else, and some crochet books. And I'm a self-taught crocheter. So if I can learn, anyone can learn. But I've been crocheting since I was like a teenager, so that's that in this drawer. Oh wait, this one. Here I have some random fabric, another one of the Ikea drawer dividers that I love. I picked these up, these burlaps at Dollar Tree. I wanted the ones with the bumblebees, but I couldn't find them. In here I have 2 blankets that are in progress. So I got to keep working on those. And then the next 3 drawers are full of yarn for future projects. And that. Okay, so getting over here back to my desk, I have these shelves. Let me step back so you can get a view of the whole thing. I picked the big shelving units. They're 2, one stacked on the other. Those are from Amazon, and the ones on the right are in the corner are from Lowe's. So on top of the shelving units, I have some chickens. Oh, hold on, my hand is shaking. I have some paint that's in a nail polish acrylic holder. In these 2 Dollar Tree crates are diamond dots that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. In these 2 plastic drawer units are some of my original, before I got into Stampin' Up, wood blocks, wood stamps. In that unit right there, I have some, you can see glitter mist, glossy accents, glue, stamp cleaning, and Xyron, which is no longer in there. The fake book on the left, I have pixie spray, the refill for my art glitter glue, and some spray adhesive for upholstering. And then the other book is empty. And then in this first basket, I have my Cricut Joy accessories. I have the cable, the tools, and some other stuff in there that goes with the Cricut Joy. Here it says vinyl, but when I just had a little bit of vinyl, but now that I have a whole bunch of vinyl, What I put here is the transfer tape, so I have to fix that little label. Over here is the sidekick. My sidekick, the plates, and the double-sided adhesive sheets. Here I have my embossing folders inside of a plastic bin. Over here I have a wood burning kit and my Dremel, and this is like for all my woodworking stuff. These drawers have been with me since the beginning, so a long time. These are punches, my original punches that were handheld. So I have like a heart, star, different size circles, ribbon punches that punch out little slots. These are like corner punches these are like circles and stuff, and stars and hearts and squares. And then these are corner punchers. Over here I have a watercolor palette, watercolor pencils, and the water blending brushes. These are foam brushes and some little palettes from the Dollar Tree. These are some more foam brushes. My grandkids paint a lot. This is a little ladybug that my son bought me a while ago because he knew I like to collect the ladybugs. This is some chalk in case I ever want to chalk on cards. This is sponges and foam applicators. These are random tags and some vellum tags with the gold and silver trim. Oops. This is some hemp. And then I recently restocked all of my twine. So I have a bunch of twine in these two drawers. Okay, so then down below, I have a tin box that has some blank cards in it. This is a wood sign that I have to fix for my grandson. Then this is some miscellaneous stuff. These are the sanding blocks, Q-tips, sponge applicators. These are all of my original scissors from way back in the day that cut the different edges. And then I have some refills for the Fiskars trimmer and for my craft knife. Over here is my eyelet kit. So I have the pad, some eyelets in these containers, a little foam to punch paper, holes in papers. Then this is my eyelet kit. Oh, excuse me, it's hard to do. Okay, this is my eyelet kit that has all the tools in it. And this was one of my first Stampin' Up! Purchases from many years ago. And then this little tin box is full of little plastic containers with eyelets. So that's that. Different colors. I like this little kit. Keep it all together. It's heavy. Then over here, I have adhesives, score tape, purple tape. I have refills for my tape runners. And then I have the adhesive remover, some scotch tape, and some glue. And then over here, these are my stencils. I keep them in these little 5x7 books. I have some round stencils here, and then in the other one I have the rectangular stencils, the smaller 4x6 stencils. So I have those in here. And sorry about that. Over here I have books that are currently in use. One is a planner. I don't do memory keeping in my planner. It's just a regular appointments, things to do, regular planner. And then I have a gratitude journal and just a random notebook in here. And then these are all stamps. I mean, stickers and dies that I use for the gratitude journal. And then I have some random little acrylic blocks here for the stamps that I have here. This is some sticker book for the journal. And then these are some wood blocks that I use in the journal. Some alpha and then the years, the months, sorry. So I have those there. And then in my Hobby Lobby haul video, I talked about these little flowers that I thought they would make good pulls for these little bins that I had for my washi tape. So I put them all on the bins, and now it makes it really easy just to grab the bin and pull it out. So I have 9 bins of washi tape across here, and I bought these little bins on Amazon. And then I have Dilutions paint pens here. And I have mild liners in both of these. And then here I have pages for my scrapbooks for the Simple Stories cards. They're, you know, the 4x6 and the 3x4 cards. Here I have all of my Avery L envelopes that I use to store my dies and stamps in. And I have some magnet sheets in here, but I have to get more. Over here, I have stencils that are too big to fit in those 5x7 little books. Here I have what I thought was going to be a good idea for scrapbooking. I had made little envelopes here with each month. And I figured I would put, you know, pictures in each month and then get to scrapbooking them, but we're in March and January is still empty, so that's how that goes. Over here I have colored over here I have some little card projects that are in progress, so I just keep everything in there to keep the desk neat. And then here are all my colored scraps in kind of rainbow order. You know, I have blues, yellows, oranges, reds, greens, patterned. So those are my scraps, and those are in page protectors. This is another new addition to my craft room. My grandson saw it in Marshall's, and he made his mother buy it for me because he knows I like chickens, and he's 5.5 and my granddaughter's 2.5. And then he came and he borrowed my label maker and he put his name and his sister's name on it. So I'm going to keep that there so I can see it always and use it. And then on these shelves, I have paint supplies. And by paint supplies, I mean I have these pallets with water cups built in, so it's hard for the kids to tip over. And some other random empty plastic containers and cups. I have a table cover and some aprons for the kids. The aprons are for the kids, and then I use that to protect my surfaces. I might have my hot glue and staple guns in here, and the glue sticks and staples that go along with them. Over here I have my big shot plates and a little magnetic tin that mechanics use, but I use it to throw my dies in when I'm working with them, so I won't lose them in the massive paper on the desk. So then down here, this bin has some recent purchases from AliExpress. That's going to be my next video because I have a bunch of stuff in here. And then here in these little Dollar Tree crates, I have all of my re-inkers for the distress inks. There's 3 of these in here. I have all of my Simple Stories cards for scrapbooks, nicely organized in this scrapbook.com box. I have another little Walmart crate here with some random colored card bases. And these are the strips from the 12x12 pages from Simple Stories that I can use to accent scrapbook pages and stuff like that. This little piece here, the spinny, I got at TJ Maxx, and I just use it to keep my stamp cleaner sprays, my glossy accents that I'm currently using, and this misting glitter spray, which is really pretty. I have some glue back there. I have some Windex to keep my desk clean. This is where I keep my wet chamois to clean my stamps off with. This was from Dollar General. My Ikea phone holder. I keep it here so I can charge my phone when I'm in here. I put this here. It has 2 USB ports on it. And then it has 2 outlets on it. So when I need to use my heat gun or my glue gun, I can just plug them in here instead of crawling under the desk. I have my Crafter's Companion glass mat. And then under it, I keep some silicone mats that I picked up on Amazon. And I also have a self-healing plastic mat down there. And then on these monitor risers that I bought from Amazon, I was tired of getting stuff in and out of drawers. So I put this there, and I have my cutters here, my trimmers, and I can just easily pull them out and keep them here. Here's my smaller one that's a guillotine. Here's my small scoring pal. Here's my envelope punch board. And then there's a random little box over there that's empty. These are the wooden stamps that I recently picked up at Hobby Lobby. My Scotch tape. My Ikea wood box that I decorated with the removable wallpaper. This one is my embossing station. Sorry for the squeak. I have my little tray that I pour the embossing powder over. I have my heat gun. I have this cork pad that I use for embossing on. My Versamark is in here, and all my embossing powders. Okay, over here, I just have paper towels. I reuse them until they're no good. Waste not, want not. Here I have some stencil paint that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. Here I have the nano tape that I told you guys about. In fact, this here little outlet is stuck onto this box with the nano tape, and that doesn't budge. It won't go anywhere. So that nano tape is on Amazon. This is my glue dots. And this is my chocolate stash. These are my card bases, some layering panels. I have to cut more of those. I've recently used them all up. And these are envelopes. Here, I'm obsessed with these. These are the pink fresh glitter dots. I love to put them on my cards. I got all the colors. They're so pretty. They're so shiny. They're nice, and they're like 3 different sizes, like a mini, a medium, and a larger one. Sorry about that. Then this is from Dollar General. I just have some random pens and pencils in there. More of these little bins that I use to corral like small things when I'm die cutting or using the embellishments. My art lamp. I love this one because you can split the light, or you can bring it together like that. And I like to split it because I get better lighting. And then I have another art lamp up there, so it really lights up my whole desk area very well. Here are my Tombow markers, my granddaughter when she was a baby. These 3 crates are from Walmart, and I just glued them together to make a stand for my stickles. Binder clips and rubber bands and sharpener, and my pressure tool for the Misty, flowers, a random little notebook. And then here I have my carousel from Michael's. I love this thing. It's one of my favorite things in my craft room. So I have all my scissors here. Here I have some wood blocks, the ones that I use the most. And then I bought this little brush from Dollar General, and I just use it to rub on die cut items to knock off all the little pieces, and it works just as well as that tool that they sell for. But I got this for $1.25 at I think it was Dollar Tree. And then I have a small 6-inch T ruler here. Here I have some little clamps from Dollar Tree. Those come in handy. Here I have some purple tape. And I have a corner chomper from Crocodile. I have my magnifying glass. I have my little bone folder, the ergonomic one. It's a Teflon one, so it doesn't leave marks on the paper. And this is my mono eraser, which I really love in case you have some accidental stamping on your cards. You can just buff it out with that. So this is my little Teflon bone folder. Love it. So that's that. This is like all my most used tools, my little wire cutter, my quick pickup, my Fiskars finger trimmer, Sizzix pokey tool, another bone folder, my tweezers. I have 2 pairs in there, another bone folder, a stylus for scoring and embossing, and then a silicone for spreading like glazes and things. And then I have this hair pick here, which is perfect for, I don't know if you've ever seen the tying ribbons on fork tutorials. So I bought this hair pick, and I can make really small ribbons, medium or large, bows, I mean, not ribbons, bows. And then I have it wedged in here with a little sanding block so it doesn't go anywhere. And it's stable, so when I'm doing my bows, it's perfect there. Then over here I have some of the red tape, double-sided. Here is not it's another corner chomper, but it does like the ticket stub shape. My tiny attacher. Here I have dimensionals and a tape runner. I just stuffed this thing with paper towels so that the tape runner stays on top. And then I have an extra tape runner here and my adhesive remover and a scraper from Ranger. So that's there. And then we're back to my scissors. So love this thing. Then under my desk, I have this waste basket, first of all. And then I have the iris container, the rolling cart, with the 12 by 12 containers on it. And I have one labeled Christmas, Easter, Halloween. The one below it is Valentine's, but I haven't labeled it yet. And then the 2 on the bottom have scrapbook layouts that I have to put pictures on and put in albums. Then I have this rolling file cart that I can pull out, and I have all my paper here. This is older paper that I've had for a long time, Stampin' Up. And this is how I originally had it stored before I got the Calyx unit. So I just left that there. I have my bigger mat here, the self-healing. And then here I just have some other like notebooks that have been used and stuff, but stuff that I didn't want to get rid of because I want to refer back to it. And there's an iron back there. So that's that cart. I have my shredder under here. And this board I covered in the wallpaper. And I put it on this iris unit. So when I'm working at my desk, I just pull it over. Hold on. I pull it over and make this U. So I keep it here. Then I have my desk and the other side, and I do all of my die cutting on here. So it's just like an extra work surface. So I like that. That works out well because then when I don't need it, I hide it away under my desk. So then let's start with the drawers here. I have 2 drawers full of ribbon, and I have them in these Walmart bins. 3 of them fit in here perfectly, and it makes it easy to pull out the ribbons in the back, because it's hard to access the back of these drawers. So I can just get whatever I need, push it back in, put the other thing back in, and I'm good to go. Then I have another drawer here with ribbons. So these are all up more of the holiday ribbons and stuff. And then here I have the original cartridges for my original Cricut. And back there in this bin, I have like the cord and some other random cartridges. Oh, and I have a crimping tool here. And then here I have all of my embellishments. I love the little flowers on my bins. I went back to Hobby Lobby and they had a few more, so I grabbed more. I have them here. I have some chipboard pieces in this plastic container. I have all my shiny bling here. Pearls. So that's in that. And again, these are these Walmart containers that you can, you know, arrange in here and they fit perfectly. These are all my brads. This is the wax seal kit that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. These are buttons, and under here are buttons. Flowers. All of this here area is flowers. And then right behind the flowers, I have one more bin where I have the metal embellishments that I picked up at Hobby Lobby, the keys and the little clocks and stuff. So those are back there. And then here I have the bags that I purchased at Hobby Lobby and the larger embellishments that I picked up to decorate them, because the bags that had decorations and flowers on them were all sold out. So all I was able to get was white and craft. So those are in there. Then in these drawers, and I think this might be the end of it. In these drawers, it's just random office supplies, stapler, color pens, staples, staple remover, whiteout, screwdriver, expired cards that I use as templates if I want to make a gift card holder or something. And then they're also good for scraping. So sometimes when I use my stickles, for instance, this dragonfly that I put on here, I put stickles all over it, and then I use the credit card to scrape it so that the stickles would only stay inside of the indented areas. So that's what I use the credit cards for. But then I also bought recently that scraper from Ranger that's in here somewhere. And so maybe now I'll use that. And then over here I have my personalized stamps, regular mail postage stamps, and some more magnifying glasses. Then over here I have my label maker, extra cartridges. In the back I have these envelopes where I keep some receipts, and then I have a bunch of empty ones in the back there. I have some gum, some candy, sweet tarts in there. I have a sweet tooth. This is the drawer that has like all my stamping stuff. So this was a freebie from scrapbook.com. I have all of my larger acrylic blocks in here. I have some Mod Podge and some stamp cleaning spray. I have my Stampin' Scrub to keep my stamps clean. I have my Misty. I have a bunch of blending brushes. Some are used, some are not. I have a brayer. And I have 2 tins of these archival inks. And I find that that's really all that I need. You know what? I don't think I showed you my distress inks. Yep, so those are all the distress inks that I have. I love those. And then I have the black ones are some Stays-On. And then this is a little alligator I made with my nephew many, many years ago. These are some, I haven't used these yet, but these are some, I guess, ombre stamping pads. So I have this one and I have one more. And then back there is my black archival. So I think I forgot to mention that. Oh, and then in my Hobby Lobby haul video, it was so embarrassing. I knocked my phone over. I had it on 2 little wooden planks right here, right over my desk. And somehow I knocked the phone over. So the next day I went and I ordered this phone holder so that I won't have that embarrassing situation happen to me again. So hopefully my next video will be better. So that's that. And then back here, I have like this silicone pad that I use on my desk. So when I use my distress and I'm blending and I'm rubbing the brush on the ink pad, it kind of stays put, you know, the ink pad won't slide all over the place. And then I have an extra scrubbing block back here, the Stamp and Scrub. So this is like my stamping drawer right here. And then over here, I have an old computer that doesn't work anymore. I have my foam tape, and I have these Fiskars cutters. They had come with templates, but I gave the templates to my grandkids. Didn't want to give them the blades. Then I have a sanding block here, so when I work on wood, I have that. Oh, and my duster, my little duster to keep things neat. And I think that's everything. So let me flip this back. You have any questions about anything that you saw, and you would like more information about where I got it from, I haven't figured out how to do the links in the description yet. I have a video earmarked that I'm going to watch to learn about that. And so, but if you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to shoot me a message in the comments and I'll get back to you with the information, okay? Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. It would be very helpful. And again, thank you all for the love that you gave my Hobby Lobby haul video. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video, which will be the AliExpress haul. Bye.